Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool refrigerator compressor starting device kit. It's going to be a very easy repair, and it should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the instructions, 2 relay overload combinations, 2 overloads, the terminal cover, a jumper wire, the cover, and the relay. The compressor starting device kit is what starts the compressor so the refrigerator will cool. The main reason to be changing it out is if the relay or the overload inside has shorted out and the refrigerator won't cool. To work on the parts, we're going to go around to the back side of the machine. We're going to use our 1/4" nut driver to take this panel off so we can get to the part. Now that we have all the screws out, we can lift this cover out of the way. If you have the style of relay overload that we have, it's just held in by a zip tie. So we're going to reach in with our wire cutters and cut it off. To get the relay overload combination off, we can take a small screwdriver and stick it behind it to pop it off. And then once we have it off, we can pull it out a little bit so we can use a needle nose to pull the wires off. Now you want to remember where your wires are. The red one on the bottom is for the overload. It's pretty much going to go in the same spot. We're going to grab a needle nose and pull these off. The blue one is for the capacitor. You may or may not have a capacitor. And then the double white one goes on the left. Now that the wire is disconnected, we can remove the part. Here's the old compressor starting device next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. Now if your compressor has been changed, or if you have a relay that's separate like this, then you're going to have style 2. If you had style 1, all you have to do is disconnect the wires and pull it off, and it's going to look like this. And all you have to do for yours is figure out if you're an 80 or a 90, and then read the part number off the side, plug it back into the compressor, and then plug the wires back in. If you have a style 2, we have to convert it to the individual part style. And for that one, you're going to have to figure out if you're 80 or 90 and whether you're going to use the part that ends in 145 or the one that ends in 697. Here's the tag on the compressor that has the EGY 80 or 90 number on it, so you know what parts you're going to use out of the kit. So once you figure out what you're going to have to use, then we can take all the parts and put them back onto the refrigerator. These wire covers are used if you do not have a blue wire to hook up to the capacitor. So out of the kit, we're going to have to take the relay. Since we had a 90 refrigerator, we're going to take the 90 overload. We're going to use the jumper wire, and we're going to use the new cover. If you have the type like we have, where your relay and overload is going to go on 2 different pieces, we're going to put the overload on first. It's going to go on the lower pin of the compressor. And when you put these on, make sure you push them all the way down so they're seated properly. Once you push the overload on, we can put the relay on, which is the same thing. It has 2 pins that go onto the compressor. Again, make sure you press it down all the way. Now we can hook up the wires. Remember, just like we took them off, the red's going to go on the bottom because it goes to the overload. Just like when we took the red wire off, it's going to go on the overload on the bottom. The blue wire is going to go on the right side of the relay. It's for the capacitor. This is where if you had no capacitor, you would put one of those covers. And then on the double white wire, since it's a different size, it goes from 3/16 to 1/4 inch. They give you this adapter, and it has a 3/16 terminal that can go into the connection that used to go on the relay, and then a 1/4-inch terminal to go on the new relay. So we're going to get that on the other side and push it on. Now we can put the new cover on. You want to make sure that the jumper wire goes totally underneath the box right here. And then snap it in on the top and make sure the wires come through this opening. And make sure the blue and the white one go over to the capacitor. And then you can swing it down and snap it in place. Now that we have the part installed, we can put the back cover back on. Make sure you get it up underneath this lip right here. And then we can use our nut driver to put in the 1/4-inch screws. Now that you're done repairing the refrigerator, you can plug it back in and make sure it starts to cool. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.